Hey everybody, I'm pushing this out as a bonus because I had a comment and a couple of private emails that came to me about something I did a week ago. And if you haven't seen this, because I don't know when you're watching this, I did something called creating like abstract art using textures with clipping masks. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link toward the end of the video. It should be here in the lower left-hand corner. And also, I will also put the link in the show notes for that. But again, I was doing stuff like this versus something like this. And the question that came back 3 times was basically, how do they determine which textures to use for the black area, the dark gray area, the light gray area, and the white area? So let me share you a technique that hopefully will help you. Are we ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do before we get active in Photoshop is really to get organized. So if we take a look at Photoshop right here, I'm just going to double click in the workspace area. And these are the textures that I use in the project. Again, you know, it's in the video from a week ago, and it will be in the show notes for you. I'm not concerned about the background. The question really was, well, how did I determine which I'm going to use for the black, dark gray, light gray, and white area? So this is the long way of doing it. I'm going to avoid doing it all the way, but avoid doing this. I'll show you a different way in a couple of minutes here, but I'm going to select that image right there, or that texture right there, hold the shift key down, click on the last one. So it selects all of those. And then I click on open in the dialog box, and then all 4 of those open up. The last thing I want to do is, this is the first one, and this one right here, I don't want to go over here, click and drag to set this up, drop it in, and then close out of this one, and then do the other 2. I want to end up with all 4 of the textures stacked in the layers over here on the right. So that's the long way of doing it. Not to say you can't do it that way, but let me show you a better way. It's a little bit quicker and easier on us. By the way, if I lose my voice, I apologize. I just got back from Nashville visiting family out there, come back to Michigan, and I came down with a nasty cold. So my voice might crack, or, you know, if it sounds funny, I apologize for that. But consider doing this. Go to File drop-down menu instead, and about 3/4 of the way down, there's a category there called Scripts. And on the flyout menu, you're going to see something called Load Files into Stack. So when I click on that, a dialog box opens up, and I'm going to go Browse to select those 4 textures. So when I click on the Browse button, it opens up a dialog box. Let me move this up here so we can see this a little bit better. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to select all of those and then click on OK to accept that. And it lists all 4 of those, the black, dark gray, light, and white, in the dialog box right here. And that's all I'm going to do is click on OK. And just in a few seconds, it will automatically give me what I want, and that is all 4 textures stacked on top of each other here in layers. So you can see that right here on the right-hand side. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Filter drop-down menu. And again, hopefully this stuff will make sense to you. And again, this is only for the ones that's seen the video. So I'm encouraging you, if you didn't, to go back to see it. But I'm going to select Blur Average. Now, what average will do is take the average of the colors it sees there. So that's what I get. But I'm working in tones right here, you know, the black and the dark gray, etc. So I need to actually convert that quickly to black and white. So Shift Control U, that would be Shift Command U on a Mac. To convert that to a quick, you know, grayscale. The long way is going to Image drop-down menu, going to Adjustments, and just choosing Desaturate. And again, it's Shift Command U on a PC, Shift Command Option, Shift Command U, I'm sorry, on a Mac. And again, this gives me an idea of the darkness of this for black. Now, it's hard to see this, so I'm going to go to my workspace area, right mouse click, and choose light gray. So now it really stands out. I'm going to hide that one, go to the dark gray one that I chose in the projects, and I'm repeating the same thing. Now I just have to go to Filter, and the last filter shows right here automatically, so just average again, and I'm going to do Shift Command U. Shift Control U, I'm sorry, on a PC, Shift Command U on a Mac. And then there is my dark gray color. I'm going to hide that. Let's go to the one I chose for light gray. And again, I'm going to go to Filter, Average again. And then again, I'm just doing Shift Control U, Shift Command U on a Mac. So there's that one. And then I'm going to go over here, do the same thing, Filter, Average, for the white one there. And again, I'm just going to, it averages everything out. Control U, Shift Command U on a Mac. So basically, when I activate these, you can see that this represents the black area right here, the very top one. Turn it off. This is the texture I chose for the dark gray one. This is the one I chose for the light gray one, and this is the one I chose for white. So it just gives you a visual test for yourself. And then if you're happy with the results, you go, okay, the textures look good, so I will now use that in my project. Hopefully that is helpful for you. It's just a quick way of analyzing your textures. I never thought about doing that because, again, some of the questions that came back to me. And by the way, if you have any issues or questions, email address is right here at the bottom of the screen. It's stephenphotoartist@gmail.com. Please feel free to email me on that. So we will get back to normal on our Wednesday one. And actually, I'm putting together a third update to the abstract because somebody kicked some ideas to me and I go, oh yeah, I never thought about maybe doing something like that. So there's going to be another update in about a week and a half or so that has to do with that technique of using textures with the clipping mask. All right, until next time, see ya.